So you're thinking about moving to SLO County, California, but you really want to have a better understanding of the median home prices in specific areas of the county? Well, in today's video, we're going to be doing just that, so stay tuned. And if we have not met before, my name is Mark Willie. I'm a local real estate agent and mortgage professional, and I created this channel as a means to highlight all things great and sometimes not so great about living in this part of the state. So if you love this channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right to the video. All right, so 2023 is long gone, and what a wild year it was, especially if you were involved with real estate as a mortgage professional, as a real estate agent, a title professional. The list goes on and on. It was just a crazy year, driven primarily due to interest rates going up to 20, 25-year highs. So as we saw in early January, the average 30-year fixed mortgage was in the low 6% range, depending who you were shopping with. And that was for a single-family home purchase, primary residence, good credit, 20% down. And you kind of get the point there. So we started in the low sixes in January. Over the course of the year, we hit 6.5. They come down a little bit. They go back up to 6.5. They hit 7. Come down a little bit. They hit 7.5, and so forth. And in October, we got up to 8%. And the sky was falling, according to a lot of people at that point. But thankfully, the industry here locally still stayed relatively strong. We ended the year with rates around 6.5% towards the end of December. So that was a nice break. And comparing the total number of single-family home sales for 2023, we had about 1,707 for the whole year in 2023, and that was down from about 2,200 in 2022. That's a drop of about 22%, so it wasn't small numbers. But what didn't change much at all, it actually went up by 1%, was the median home sales price here in the county was $882,000 for all of 2023, and that was up about 1% from $875 in 2022. Looking at total days on market for SLO County in 2023, that number was 11, and that's a measurement of when the home first hits the MLS until you get a fully executed purchase contract by the buyer. So 11 days for 2023 compared to 9 days in 2022. So despite the fact that interest rates were hovering between 6.5% and 7.5% for most of last year, two factors really played into home values staying very stable, and that was the fact that there was just less inventory on the market and the percentage of home buyers that paid all cash for their home. Of the 1,707 transactions, 665 went to all cash buyers. That's 38%. So that's a pretty quick summary of county-wide numbers looking at 2023 versus 2022. But since there are so many distinct areas of the county and different price points, let's go ahead and cut the county up into 5 unique chunks, if you will, and we'll see what the median prices look like for 2023 versus 2022. Let's go ahead and jump into Google Maps, and I will show you the 5 sections of the county that I've kind of carving out. And looking at the county as a whole, you could see that Google Maps has outlined it with this red dotted line. The northern end is San Miguel off of Highway 101. Off of Highway 1, you have Ragged Point. This is just before you get up into the Big Sur area, great area of California and the United States overall. It comes down here southeast out to New Cuyama, and then back down to Nipomo, and then all the coastal cities here. You've got San Simeon, Cambria, Harmony, Morro Bay. You kind of get the point. So this is how I'm breaking it up. And let's go ahead and zoom in to the southern area. We're going to call this section number 1. And it's going to be Arroyo Grande, Oceano, Grover Beach, and Nipomo. So that's going to be our section number 1. Section number 2 is going to be this kind of slice of coastal area from Pismo Beach up to Avila Beach. You got Shell Beach thrown in there. Those tend to be pretty expensive homes there, so that's why I'm making their own subsection there. Area number 3 is going to be San Luis Obispo proper and Edna Valley. So let's go ahead and circle this. That's going to be this chunk of area here. That's going to be section number 4. Or is that number 3? I'm sorry, that's section number 3. Number 4 is going to be the coastal towns from Los Osos up to Ragged Point and everything in between. Boom, boom, boom. And then section number 5 is going to be pretty much everything north of the quote-unquote grade. There's that big hill between San Luis Obispo and Santa Margarita. So pretty much everything in North County, we're going to count Santa Margarita, Creston, we'll throw Shannon in there, San Miguel, Lake Nacimiento, Paso's in there, Templeton, and Atascadero. So that's going to constitute section number 5. So let's see what the numbers look like right now. So starting with this section number 1, we've got Grover Beach, Arroyo Grande, down to Nipomo, and all this stuff in between. 2022 median sales price was $810,000. 2023 was $890,000, so that's a 10% increase between 22 and 23. And going from Pismo up to Avila Beach, let's go ahead and outline that for you real quick. You got Pismo Beach down here, up to Avila Beach there, and some of those little small coastal communities right in between. Median price in 22 was 1.5. 2023, it went down to 1.3. So that's a 13% drop in the median price. That just tells me that there were more homes sold in a lower price range that pushed that median price down a little bit. Section number 3 is going to be San Luis Obispo and everything down to Edna Valley. 2022 median was about $1.15 million, and 2023 median was just a bit over $1 million, so not a huge difference between those 2 years. Checking out median home sales prices from Los Osos all the way up to Ragged Point, with all those great little beach towns in between. 2022 median sales price was $1 million, give or take, and 2023 was about $970, so that was a dip of about 3%. Looking at North SLO County, everything from Santa Margarita, Creston, Shandon, San Miguel, Lake Nacimiento, and everything in between, such as Paso, Templeton, and Atascadero. Median sales price in 2022 was about $750,000, and for 2023, it was about $735,000, so that was a dip of only about 2%. Clearly, there's some pretty profound price differences depending on which part of SLO County you want to consider moving to. Whether you want to be up in North County or South County, you're going to save a little bit of money compared to buying something along the coast or in San Luis Obispo proper. But home price is just one factor that goes into determining where you ultimately want to buy a house. If I could ever help, call, text, or email me anytime. Once again, my name is Mark Willie, and I will see you on the next video.